Hey guys, it's Jessie, and today I am here to talk about all of my goals for 2023. 2022 was kind of a wild year. I started a new job, I started house renovations, we lost our 14-year-old dog, like life just got wild, and I'm really hoping that 2023 is a much better year in reading and in life in general, because we have had some really high highs and some really low lows this year. And I'm just hoping that this year is just nice and smooth sailing, and I hope it's the same way for you guys as well. So I wanted to talk about all of my goals for the year of 2023, my reading goals, my channel goals, and kind of my life goals, and where I see the channel going this year. First and foremost, the one everyone really wants to know, how many books you plan to read this year. I set my reading goal at the same thing every single year, and that is 52. 52 is the equivalent of a single book a week, and it is doable for me. I almost always exceed that, and I'm okay with that. I don't want to set it any higher. I don't want that pressure. A book a week is great, and that's what I'm going for. Even this past year, when I don't think I read anything pretty much in the months of November and December, I still managed to hit like 70 something, so I think I'm good with my 52 goal. Another big one this year, and I'm pretty sure it was a big goal last year and I did not do too hot on it, is to read sequels. I have started so many series and I want to finish them. I have so many where I own all the books, but I've only read the first one. So we're starting 2023 out strong, and I have already finished a series this year that I had started last year. So go me, hitting the goals. But yeah, I want to finish series that I've already started that are completed. Obviously, I can't finish like the Bloodsworn Saga by John Gwynne because the third book's not out. But the books that, the whole thing are out, the Ember and the Ashes Quartet, I still need to read the last book. Ash Princess, I still need to finish that series. Like, I have so many where I need to finish the series. So we're working on that. I also really want to focus heavily on my physical owned TBR, especially my Fairy Loot and Illumicrate books. I know at the end of last year, I started trying to do where I did like whole TBRs of just my Fairy Loot and Illumicrate books. And honestly, I want to stick with that. I want to read those because I get them and they're beautiful, and I want to read the books that are in them. So I'm really going to focus on reading those books, reading through my backlog of Fairy Loot and Illumicrate books, and just focusing on reading what I have, as well as continuing my Exploding TBR project. I did great on that the first 3 quarters of the year. Quarter 4, I kind of fell off, but we know that that last quarter of the year was a hot mess for me, if you've watched my life update video that I think is going to go out before this. So yeah, I really want to continue on with that because I will be unhauling and just cleaning out my shelves. As you can see, I'm still in the same setup. I am still in the same spare office. And that is because my office that we started building in September is not done yet. My husband is actually on his way home right now with wood for the shelving. And that's really all that needs to be done. Shelving, like the final trim on it, and a fan. So like it is so close. So hopefully at some time very soon, you will see me in a whole new setup, in a whole new office, and it will be fantastic. I also want to do a lot more book reviews this year. That kind of goes along with reading my owned TBR, especially my Illumicrate and Fairy Loot, because I want to do those standalone review videos. I know I had talked about it in another video. It's just something that I know doesn't get like the views, but I like doing it, and I feel like people want to see it even if it doesn't get the views. But yeah, there will be a lot more standalone book reviews. Of course, my recommendations based on tropes, because those are some of my favorite videos to do, like 5 books with dragons, or whatever it may be. I love doing those, so we will be continuing those. I think I'm going to restart reading vlogs too, because I used to love doing reading vlogs, and then I just kind of stopped because I felt like my life was boring. But we're going to continue to do vlogs, probably not weekly, maybe monthly. So I have, enough content, but yeah, definitely doing reading vlogs. I don't know if I'll be doing any like themed vlogs or anything like that, but it depends on what happens in my life, right? Because we all know life is crazy, and as a busy working mom of 2 and the chaos, like sometimes you just can't control what happens. So we're just rolling with it. I also want to make sure that I'm getting out my monthly like releases, my monthly anticipated releases for every single month. I love doing those. They're so much fun to see what's coming out, what's exciting, what, you know, what's new. So I definitely want to focus on those. I don't really have a channel growth goal. I just want to continue to post consistent content. And if I see growth, that's great. But if not, then that's okay too, because I'm perfectly content with the size my channel is and how my channel is, because I enjoy talking to everyone in the comments. I enjoy, you know, building a community more so than like, I want to grow and have this huge channel. Like, I don't need that. I just want to continue being consistent. So I really don't have channel growth goals. Though, you know, of course you wouldn't be sad to see it, but like, it's not really in the forefront of my mind currently. The thing I do want to work on growing though is my Bookish Mom blog. So last year I started a website that correlates with this YouTube channel, and it has been getting, I think, a consistent like 3,000-ish visitors every single month and continuing to grow. If you don't know, my initial background of how I got into everything is through creating a website. I have the Coffee Mom, which I obviously continue to run because that is my personal business. Like, it is a big chunk of my income. But I want to continue to grow the Bookish Mom blog because I enjoy writing, and it's something you own. You never own a social media platform, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever it may be. You don't own that. You own your website. So I'm making sure I put all my content on there as well. And I want to see that continue to grow because I own it and it's mine, and I like having my content out there in that format that can be searchable, found on Google, SEO friendly, things like that. So I really want to focus on that, making sure I release content there. I haven't since probably October, but we're getting back to it. I actually wrote a blog post for it the other day, so that'll be going up soon. Other than that, I just want to focus on reading and reading books I enjoy and making sure I know my reading tastes and finding, you know, gems. And, you know, of course I'm going to read the hyped books because it's like everyone's reading them and you want to too. Nothing wrong with that. But I also want to find, you know, lesser known books that I hadn't heard of and read those and read indie books. And I just want to really have a good, fun reading year. I'm trying not to put too much pressure and stress on myself because of it, because it's reading, it's my hobby, it's fun, I enjoy it, and I enjoy talking to you guys about it. So I don't want to set like super strict goals when it comes to that. Aside from that, you know, it's just being consistent, putting out my 3 videos a week, which to me is doable because I usually bulk film, you know, 6 videos at a time. So there's 2 weeks worth of content in one weekend. But I know I fell off the consistency train, so I need to work on that. I debated reopening my either channel memberships or Patreon at some point this year. I might rethink it and I might, you know, come back to it. But at this point, I don't think I have the bandwidth to really focus on that. So as of right now, Patreon memberships, things like that are going to be on an indefinite hold. While I would like to get back to doing things like that, I just don't think I can see it, like I said, in my bandwidth right now, especially while we're doing like house remodels, because there's a lot going on. But I would like to do it and do more buddy reads with everybody and just be more active in the community itself, because like I said, I fell off and I had made so many good friends, and I feel like I kind of let everyone down by just kind of disappearing from the face of the earth for a little while there. But I am back and I'm excited and ready. I do want to do more lives though. I enjoy doing lives, and I don't do them very often like on my channel. Usually when I do, it's on someone else's channel, or like I'm just like a guest on someone else's live show. But I really want to start doing more. Probably not weekly. I was thinking maybe monthly, but I don't know like topic wise what to do. So I was thinking like reading sprints, but as much as I like reading sprints, they're not my favorite. I've never been huge into them. I like doing them with like a big group of people, but I think just by myself, I'm like, is that even exciting or interesting if I do reading sprints? Like, I don't know. I think it might be fun to do like just like a monthly hangout type live, like with no real goal in mind, no real topic, just like we're going to talk about what we read this month and hang out. And, you know, if there's something big going on, you know, a big release or something like that, like maybe theme it to that, but just do monthly, like, hey, I'm here and I'm alive live streams, and like maybe invite friends and other YouTubers to come on with me and just be like, hey, this is just like a hangout session. Like, let's see what happens. So I'd really like to get more into the habit of doing maybe monthly live shows because like I said, I really enjoy doing them. I just don't very often. You know, other than that, I have, you know, goals outside of YouTube and BookTube and my reading and stuff like that. Obviously, I want to continue to advance in my day job, which I absolutely love. I work in marketing, so I have a fantastic day job and I want to, you know, continue to grow there with that company because I work for an amazing company and just continue to shine and learn new things and, you know, push forward with our affiliate program and our influencer marketing because that's really what like I'm behind at that job. So very, very excited to continue moving forward with that. I'm also planning things like, you know, a big birthday party for my daughter who's turning 10. And we don't normally do birthday parties. We normally do like trips and stuff like that in lieu of doing a party. But she really wants to do like a big party and invite her school friends. So working on planning that. So that's a big goal this year because I am not the most organized when it comes to party planning. And then the biggest one, of course, is doing my home renovations. We are pretty much renovating this entire home like this year and next year. We've started with, you know, smaller. We've done, you know, painting, and we built a whole room, which is going to be my office that we're working on, which is so close to being done. And we are, you know, doing new bedrooms for both of my kids. We're redoing both bathrooms. We're going to remove walls, and we need to, you know, work on the backyard and put up more fencing as our fence is down. And then probably not this year, probably in 2024 is when we're going to start working on the kitchen because that is our most major remodel because it takes a lot of demo. I mean, new cabinets, new appliances, new flooring, all of the stuff. So lots of home renovations. So that again is another big goal. I'm also working really hard towards debt repayment. Like you might know, my husband is self-employed. He owns an automotive shop. And of course, we went into debt for it. Like we had, you know, startup costs, things like that, things that we had to take out loans for. So we're paying those off, and I am working really hard to, you know, double, triple our payments because, like I said, I started this new job and it was a significant pay increase, significant responsibility increase, but a significant pay increase from what I had before. With that, plus my coffee mom business that, you know, has done extremely well over this past like year and continues to grow, I'm really focused on that. So I probably won't be shopping for as many books because I'm focused more on paying off our debts because I want to be debt-free before I'm out of my 30s. Probably not the mortgage. I have been paying extra on my mortgage because like I want the house paid off. I want, you know, our car is paid off, which my car is paid off. My husband's car is not. But it's not a huge payment on his. We don't owe very much. So just working on that and then continuing to be a present mom because with everything that I've going on in my life, some things fall by the wayside. And that's one thing that will not fall by the wayside is being that parent that's there for every activity, that parent that's there and present and communicative and involved. And I want to continue, you know, doing that the way I have been because that is my number one priority is my kids and my family. So, you know, if I fall off on filming every once in a while, then I fall off on filming, especially if it has to do with like my kids and sports practices or, you know, whatever it may be, guitar lessons that my daughter does. I'm really just focused on being happy this year, being happy, being creative, and just being present because life is too short to not be and to not enjoy the things you do and to not do the things you enjoy. So I'm really just focused on things that bring me joy, and YouTube does bring me joy. So I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to share my goals with you. But yeah, here's to having a kick-ass 2023 and making it the best year that we can possibly have. Thank you for hanging around and sticking with me, listening to me ramble about my random life and channel goals. And let me know if you think, you know, I should do the live streams, or your thoughts on membership and Patreon and all of the things, because I really want to just have a good set schedule and stick to it. All right. Thank you guys. I will talk to you next time. Bye.